Welcome back to class students. Hope everyone are fine, safe at home, getting your works done and not troubling your parents, right? So in the last session students, we have completed exercise 3.6. Yes, and that is third bit. I have given you two problems as your homework, that is A and D, division with 12 and division with 10. I hope you have done your work. Yes, so let us move with our next topic, that is application, that is application of division in our real life. Like in the previous classes, we have done multiplication. Based on that multiplication, that is applications of multiplication in real life. Same way we have that how do we apply even division in our life, right? Suppose if I have given the cost of 10 pencils or 10 pens or 10 erasers or rupees around 50. What is the cost of one pen? So how you will do? You will divide that 50 with 10. So how much you will get? That is 5, right? So that, see, we have applied which rule now? Division. So same way in our day-to-day life we apply this division. So let us see what are the things. Based on this, they have given us an exercise, that is exercise 3.7. So before moving ahead, I request everyone to please open your term book, classwork and pencil. Open page number 147. Okay? Yes. So please see here in page 146, they have given division in real life. Lata earned rupees 1,50,230 from a summer job she took up for 6 months. What was her monthly salary? If she had continued working there, what would have been her annual income? So here Lata, she has been working, she has started working in summer vacations for around 6 months and her salaries are around 1,15,230. Now they are asking to find how much she has earned per month. So what that 1,15,000, that we will divide with 6. So whatever the answer we will get, that much amount she has been earning for every month, like for single month. See how much she has earned? 19,205. So let us say in the same way, now this complete 3.7 exercise is based on divisions. Okay. So I request everyone to please open your classwork, write down exercise 3.7, copy down first question in your classwork. Okay. I hope you are ready. Yes, let's see. There were 62,910 participants from 45 countries in a youth sports meet. How many youths participated from each country? There were equal number of participants from each country. Here they are telling that for youth sports meet, that is for a game, for a indoor game, they have how many? Around from 45 countries. How many participants are there? 62,910 participants were there from 45 countries, and they are telling to find how many from each country, how many students or how many participants have participated in the competition. So if they are telling that if there were equal number of participants from each country, means from 45 countries there are equal number of participants who has taken the participation in the competition. Okay, let us find out. To find this, which rule we will apply? Yes, that is division. So we will divide that 62,000 with the 45. I hope it is very clear. Yes. First one. So what is they have given first? Number of participants. So number of participants. So how much it is? That is around 62,000. So number of participants. Number of participants is equals to 62,910 people have participated in the youth club sports meet. Okay. So from how many countries? So number of countries are 45. Number of countries is 45. Now what we need to find? Total number of participants from each country. We need to find total number of participants. Total number of participants. From each country. To find that, we have to divide, right? So let us divide that 62,910 with 45. Now 45 ones are 45, 45 twos are 90. So I am taking 45 ones are 45. Now you can see, can we subtract 5 from 2? No. So what we'll do, we'll borrow now. This becomes 5 and this is 12. So 12 minus 5. 12 minus 5 is 7. Right? 12 minus 5 is 7 and 5 minus 4 is 1. That is 17. Now 17 is a very smaller number that we cannot divide with 45. So let us take one more, that is 9. So it is 179. So 45 ones are 45, 45 twos are 90. Again 45 threes are 135. 45 fours are, see, 4 fives are 20. 4 fours are 16. 16 plus 2 is 18. 180. So 179 is less than 180. We cannot take 180. So 45 threes are, what is 45 threes are? 135. See, 45 into 3. 3 fives are 15. 4 3 fours are 12. 12 plus 1 is 30. 135. So 45 threes are 135. 9 minus 5 is 4. 7 minus 3. 4. 1 minus 1, 0. Again 44 is very small, we cannot divide with 45. So let us take this one done. This is 441. Now you know that 45 fours is 180. So let's move with 45 sixes or 45 sevens. 45 sevens. 7 fives are 35. Next 7 fours are 28. 28 plus 3 is 31. 31. We want 408. Let's move again with 45 eights. 5 eights are, so 8 fives are 40. 8 fours are 32. 32 plus 4, 36. 360. 45 nines are. 9 fives are 45. 9 fours are 36. 36 plus 4 is 40. This is 405. So now we can take 405 because it's very less than, again 45 tens is 450. We don't want 450, so 45 nines are 405. So if you subtract, now you cannot subtract 5 from 1. So if you borrow, this becomes 3. This is 11. So 11 minus 5. 11 minus 5 is 7. No, 6. 6. Next 3 minus 0 is 3 and 4 minus 4 is 0. It's 36. Again we have over 0 here. If you take that 0 down, it is 60. We have 360 somewhere. Yes, 45 eights are 360. 45 eights are 360. 360 minus 60 is 0. So what is our quotient now? Our quotient is, means total how many participants are there from each country? 1398 participants are there from each country. Please write down the last statement in your below this problem. Okay. Therefore, 1398 participants are there from each country. Okay. So firstly number of participants, next number of countries. We have found how many participants are there from each country. So the next second one. I hope you have written. This is 3 and this is 11. Okay. Let's see what is second one. I will give you a hint. You can try out this. Second one. Government distributed 66,56,800 equally among 53 families affected by floods. How much money did each family get? So let me erase first. So among 53 families, government has distributed some amount. That is how much? 66,56,800 100 rupees has been distributed among 56 families. We need to find how much amount for each family. That is, how much amount did each family get. To find out what we will do, we will divide this 66 lakh with 53. Okay. So whatever the quotient you will get, that much amount has been distributed for each family or for a single family. Okay. I hope you will do it. Let's move with the next third one. Neha won rupees 24,78,900 in a lottery. If she has to distribute this amount with equally among 10 of her relatives, how much money would each relative get? So here Neha, she is distributing, how much money she is distributing? She has won 24,78,900 in a lottery and she wants to distribute this amount in her relatives. So there are how many relatives? There are 10 relatives. So how much money would each relative will get? To find out, we will divide that 24,78,900 with 10. Okay. So let's copy down the third question in your classwork. So first is Neha won. How much amount she has won? Neha won rupees 24,78,900. Now she wants to distribute this amount equally among how many relatives? 10 relatives. She wants to distribute the amount among 10 relatives, right? Or you can say number of relatives. So what we will do now? We will divide this 24,78,900 with 10. Or simply you can write number of relatives. She wants to distribute. Okay, let's write number of relatives. That will be convenient. Number of relatives. Number of relatives are 10. Now this is our divisor and this is our dividend. So let us write 10, 24,78,900. So what is this? Without dividing also we can find what is quotient and what is remainder, right? So how do you find without actually finding? So simply first you need to count how many zeros are there in your divisor. So that many zeros, how many zeros are there? Only 1 zero. So one value, that is one digit you are going to take as a remainder and the remaining digits will be your quotient. Okay, so simply without dividing we have found that. So what is this now? So quotient equals to, and okay, let us write quotient and remainder. Now quotient equals to what? We said how many zeros are there? 1 zeros. If you eliminate one value from here, that is 0 will be our remainder now, right? So except 0, how many values are there more? 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 0. That will be our quotient. Means now if you see this is 2,47,890 is the quotient and remainder is 0. So without actually dividing we have found the quotient and remainder, right? So now we know that is for each relative how much amount she will distribute, that is 2,47,890 each relative is going to get. Okay? Yes. So let us write what is the last statement, how much money will each relative get. Therefore, each relative will get how much? Rupees 2,47,890. 2,47,890 rupees each relative is going to get. Okay. Next, fourth and fifth one. See what is fourth and what will be the quotient and remainder if you divide the greatest 7 digit digit number by 876. What is the greatest 8-digit number? Sorry, 7-digit number? 99,99,999. This is what our greatest 7-digit number, right? 99,99,999. This you are going to divide with 876. Okay. Next, the product of two numbers is 99,89,001. If one of the number is 999, find the other. Simply instead of this, if I give an example like 6 into 4, means 6 4s are 24. They are telling that the product of two numbers is 24. If one of the number is 6, find the next number or find the other number. To find now what is the number here, we don't know. To find it, what we will do, we will divide this 24 with 6. So 6 4s are 24. 24 minus 24 is 0. So what is the quotient here? 4. So 6 4s are 24. The other number is what? 4. The similar way here they have given, instead of 6 here it is, instead of 24 it is 99,89,001, and instead of 6 here it is 999. So what you are going to do, you are going to divide that number, whatever the quotient you will get, that is the second number. Okay, simply you can write here A into B equals to C. You need to find the value of D. Okay, so what is your homework? You can take second and fifth one. Okay, not fifth. Okay, so from exercise 3.7, second question and fifth question. Okay, so this one is little big. Some or the other time I am going to explain this one. Okay, so first today only second and fifth one you take as your homework. So soon with this we have completed with our exercise 3.7. So soon we will meet in our next class. Till then, take care. Thank you.